go from somebody who is living in a camper or in a car to somebody who is luxuriating in a mansion. Because we got to talk about Miss Donatella Versace, who is stepping down from running Versace. It's like I would have to, shout out to Nomi Malone, because ever since that damn movie, ever since freaking Showgirls, which y'all know, or maybe y'all don't know, it's like one of my all-time favorite movies. Y'all be thinking I be joking when I say that. No, I love Showgirls. That is like one of my all-time, even it's one of the worst films, but it's just the overall campiness of it. I live for Showgirls. But ever since Versace, I cannot call it Versace. Versace. I mean, I can't call Versace Versace anymore. And that it is Versace. So yes, apparently Miss Donatella is stepping down, Lady Gaga's doppelganger, is stepping down as Chief Creative Officer of Versace, ending her nearly 3-decade stint at the Italian luxury fashion empire's helm. So now they said in a press release, Capri Holdings Limited, that would be CPRI, the parent company of Versace, announced that Donatella will transition to the role of Chief Brand Ambassador starting on April 1st. Why April Fool's Day of all days? They described the position as leading Versace's, philanthropic and charitable endeavors and advocating for the brand on a global scale. Now, Dario Vitale, who formerly served as the design and image director of Italian brand Miu Miu, has been appointed to replace Donatella as the chief creative officer. He will be tasked with advancing the brand's vision and strategy. Now, in a statement, Donatella expressed her excitement about Vitale's hiring, adding that championing the next generation of designers has always been important to me. She also paid homage to her late brother, adding, "It has been the greatest honor in my life to carry on my brother Gianni's legacy. He was a true genius, but I hope I have some of his spirit and tenacity." Now, here's her Instagram post. This is how we all found out. And she said the following. She said, "Championing that generation of designers has always been important to me. I am thrilled that Dario Vitale will be joining us and excited to see Versace through his eyes. I want to thank my incredible design team and all the employees at Versace that I have had the privilege of working with for over 3 decades." She said, "It has been the greatest honor of my life to carry on my brother Gianni's legacy. He was the true genius, and I hope I have some of his spirit and tenacity. In my new role as Chief Brand Ambassador, I will remain Versace's most passionate supporter. Versace is in my DNA and always in my heart. Signed, Donatella Versace. Portrait by Mert Alas and Marcus Pigot." Y'all know the people that do Madonna's photos. So the people jumped in the comments. They said the legacy you continued is incredible. You should be so proud. And I'm sure Gianni is too. Thank you for inspiring me and many of us to be designers. And this is from Hayden Williams. Donatella Versace forever. Another person said there is no Versace without Donatella. Well, we'll see. And they said your legacy at Versace is timeless. You will always be an icon. So Elizabeth Hurley was even up in here too. She said the House of Versace needs a Versace. You are a phenomenal woman. And child, would y'all get out of here? They said it's Versace, not Versace. Get them off my line with the jokes. So, and then Gerson Lirio says, "Legend, you built an amazing legacy." And you want to know something? Say what y'all want. But you want to know something? Donatella definitely carried the mantle left by her brother, who y'all know was unalived by Andrew Cunanan back in the 90s. They made I remember hearing the story when I was a kid, and Ryan Murphy even did a whole series on it, where Ricky Martin played Versace's lover. Forget who played Gianni in the movie. But then we had I see his face in my head, but I can't remember his name. And then we had the dude from Glee, Darren Criss, played the killer. So we got to give Donatella her flowers. She basically took on the challenge of carrying on the family empire despite having no formal training in designer business. So her bold creative vision and distinct personal style had helped maintain the Versace legacy, which is associated with some of the most iconic red carpet moments and pop culture references of the last several decades. Because remember, the most iconic thing to come out of, well, there's been many iconic moments, but we still to this day remember that green dress that Jennifer Lopez wanted to win on the red carpet with the diddler. Remember that at the VMAs? I think it was. Yeah, was it the VMAs or the Grammys? I can't remember, but it was a music awards event. So she wore it on the red carpet, and it's still iconic to this day. And decades later, I remember Jennifer Lopez walked a Versace show with a more modern, updated version of the green dress. So I don't remember that now. Emmanuel Gitzberger, CEO of Versace, said that Versace is what it is today because of Donatella and the passion that she has brought to the role every day for nearly 30 years. The universal value she stands for and her love of uncompromised creativity anchored Versace far beyond brand or a company. And it also goes to show that if you have the talent and the wherewithal to do it, you don't necessarily need formal training to be a designer. There's some people who just have a great eye. It's like, look at Pharrell. You think Pharrell knows anything about Louis Vuitton in regards of like designs and things? No, he has a good eye for fashion. And he also has people that he has put in place to execute his vision on what he has when you look at Louis Vuitton. So when it comes down to the fashions, it's like with me. I love clothes. I don't know a damn thing about sewing. Although my mother used to make a lot of mine and my siblings' clothes when we were kids. We used to have to always wear our little matching shorts and t-shirt look or whatever, or button-up shirt look. And she would make our clothes when she couldn't afford to my parents couldn't afford to buy us clothes. Yeah, she would go down to the fabric store and she would design our clothes, and we'd be out here looking like triplets in the same outfit. So, and she always said that the reason why she did that because if any one of us want to get snatched, if they needed a description of what we was wearing, did what this one got on, that's what the other one got on. So there was that. So shout out to Donatella. I know this is a sad moment in fashion, but everything that has a beginning has an end, and everybody is not going to be able to just want to be like, you know what, I want to live my life. I got other things that I want to do. I want to step down and let somebody else come in. And maybe at this point, Versace definitely needs a jolt of inspiration and creativity in the fashion world. Like maybe at this point, Donatella feels like I've done all I could do to keep this brand doing what it does. And there's so many other brands that who knows, maybe overshadowing them in the fashion world. So now we need a fresh eye to come in and keep the legacy and keep the integrity of what Versace stands for, but also move it in a future direction of a more progressive direction, but just still keeping the foundation of what Versace is, what it is, but just spruce it up a little bit. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story in regards to Donatella stepping down from Versace? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.